is on the crow pose, which is a yoga pose that strengthens your abs, your back, your upper body, and you'll feel it in your wrists too if you try it along at home with me. You can grab a pillow for this one if you feel like you might face plant, which if you haven't tried it before you might do. So with the crow, first of all you come down into a squatting position. Doesn't matter whether you're on your toes or on your heels, doesn't matter. Bring your arms forward and plant your hands into the ground, and then what we're doing is taking the legs outwards. I'm going to come and do it forward so that you can see. I might need to move this back a bit. Okay, so you come into a squat, bring your hands in the middle, and the insides of your legs, the insides of the knees should be just above the elbows. Everyone has a different exact place where it's comfortable. And then you start to tip forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards. So take the legs outside of the hands and then just start to tip forwards and backwards. And then what you can do is take just one foot off of the floor, keeping the other foot on the floor. I should probably do my hair up. Okay, let's try again. So take the legs outside of the arms, upper arms, tip forwards, tip backwards, and here's where you might want to place the pillow if you're new to this pose, because this can happen. You can tip forwards and you can try to finally take both hands off, and then you might tip forwards too much and end up planting into the pillow. So you might notice almost immediately that that your wrists start to hurt a bit and that it's a little bit painful. So what we can do is take one wrist with the opposite hand and just make small circles. Hold it, the tighter you hold it, the more support you're giving it. So just make small circles, holding on to the opposite wrist. And then you can come up and try again. So take those legs on the outside, hands in the middle. Notice if the back is hunched over like this, try and roll the shoulders back. Keep an arch going slightly in this direction rather than this direction. So we're coming up and just find that sweet spot on the outsides of the arms and the insides of the knees. And tip forwards and back and forwards and back. And yeah, I would say take one foot off and put it back down, and then take the other foot off and put it back down, rather than taking both feet off at the same time. It's a nice natural progression. And then once you're up there, just notice if again the back is hunched over or if the back is nice and long. And that's the crow pose. And then the crane is a progression from the crow. Both have fall under, with the Sanskrit names, both fall under Bakasana, but it's kind of accepted that the crane is the next step up from the crow. So instead of putting the legs on the outside of the arms, we actually bring the legs up and take them on the inside of the armpits. So I'll show you from the front as well. So you take the knees up and inside the armpits, so from the front it will look like this. And from the side it will look like this. Also just as likely to face plant in this one, so keep your pillow there. So you take the knees up to inside the armpits. Requires a bit more balance on the backs of the arms. Slowly take one up, take the other one up. And there you're in a crane. My knees are slipping down my arms a little bit slightly. And then if your wrists are really aching and this isn't enough, you might want to give them an extra stretch out as well, just by coming onto all fours and moving forwards and backwards, side to side, make small circles, and the other way. Turn them very, very, very gently upside down, make small circles, both sides. And you can turn the wrists facing the front wall as well and lean back, stretching the underside of the forearm. And if you get really comfortable in the crow or the crane, you can use the pose to strengthen your wrists even more, and this is only when you're really comfortable and you can do it anytime, any place. You can strengthen the wrists more by trying to throw yourself off balance a little bit. So I come up into the crow, and then I try to move. I don't know if you can see very well on the camera, but I'm moving to the right side, moving to the left side, or moving forwards and backwards, or trying to tip myself forwards and tip myself backwards, because all of these little wobbles will strengthen the wrists even more. Just like when you're in a standing balance position and you see the ankle shaking, that's just the ankle working, getting stronger and stronger. So that's a variation that you can do as well. So that's it for the crow and the crane pose. 2 moves that might come up in your classes if you go to yoga classes. I've seen them a lot in vinyasa classes, and yeah, you can practice. The more you practice at home, the better you're going to be. Oh, and I know also in the last video I was saying that I was going to try and make one of these videos every week, and hopefully this will be the last one that I make on my iPhone front camera, because I should be getting an actual camera rather than just filming on my iPhone, so that should be fun. Oh, and lastly, I wanted to show you a couple of my favourite things that I've got this week, because I run a vegan food blog. I don't know if you might have seen it, maybe you'll hear from that. It's called Vegans of London, Vegans of LDN, and we share like places to eat out and different food products around London. So I want to show you some things that I got this week that I absolutely love. It's actually one of my favourite things that I've got to blog about so far. That's a product you can buy online. So these are called Saf Raw is the company, and they make lots of different like dehydrated snacks and things. I've got these, which are crackers, like raw broccoli and spinach crackers, and they're so good. And these pastel things, which are really nice. They're kind of like dehydrated macaroon type things. These are all raw vegan. These ones, oh my gosh, these are delicious. These are beach smoked. I only got these yesterday and I've eaten almost the whole pack. These are beach smoked seaweed with like coconut sugar and almonds and things on them. So they're a good source of iodine. And they taste like sweet barbecue. It's really nice. And I got these, which I literally got everything that they sell. These are coconut chips that taste like salted caramel. And then I got these cereal bites, which are really, really yummy. And they're made of apples and sultanas and cashew nuts and psyllium husk. I hope that's how you pronounce that word. I'm not even in the camera. They're like these big bites that you can have with like a soy yogurt or a coconut milk yogurt. And kale chips, which are amazing, and they taste very cheesy, but they're not made with real cheese. And then these, which might actually be my favourite thing. They're so simple, but they are raw activated walnuts made seasoned with black pepper and salt. I don't know if it's gonna focus. Ding. And they coat them in coconut sugar and coconut nectar and maple syrup, and they're really delicious. So yes, those are some of my favourite things that I've got this week. Oh, and finally the hairbands that I'm wearing. I absolutely love these. These are no crease hair ties that I got in a cute little pack from a company that you might have heard of. Again, focus. Ooh, that's focusing on my freckles. Okay, I don't know if you can see it. It's called Lone Wolves Creative, and they make like upcycle clothing, and it's all vegan and cruelty free, and they do music and they do really cool art. Yeah, so check them out as well. They're very cool. Yeah, so that's it. That was my little tutorial on the crow and the crane. Let me know if you try it at all, and how it goes for you. If you have any like questions, or if you want tips or anything, just find me on my Facebook page. Just search Serena Lee, and it's like a yoga page and personal training and stuff. Yeah, and if you want a PT with me out, it's completely gym free, so in my house or in parks and things around London, just let me know. Thanks for watching, and I will hopefully see you next week if I get the camera. If not, it will be another fun iPhone video of a little tutorial for yoga or something. I'm also making my lounge at the moment into like a little studio, so hopefully I'll be able to do full shot things soon with like inversions and headstands and things, and you'll be able to see my whole body because I'll have a room that's actually big enough to move my camera to the back of the room and still get my legs in. But thank you for sticking with me, and if you like this video and if you want to see more, they will be better than this in the future. If you want to see more, just click subscribe somewhere down there, and give us a thumbs up, and thank you, and I will see you soon. Bye!